Hi, Edexcel English B for EB1, answering 10-mark questions. Questions 3 and 6 of Section A carry 10 marks each. In these questions, examiners want to assess your skills to recognize and analyze the writer's use of linguistic and structural devices to achieve effects. Sample questions. 1. Explain how the writer presents his ideas about this unusual type of housing. You should support your answer with close reference to the passage, including brief quotations. This question is taken from 2018 June paper. Sample question 2. Explain how the writer persuades the readers that it is important to read. You should support your answer with close reference to the passage, including short quotations. This question is taken from 2019 Jan paper. Sample question 3. Explain how the writer describes teenagers' attitude towards reading. You should support your answer with close reference to the passage, including brief quotations. This one is also taken from 2019 Jan paper. From these questions, let's note what the examiners expect of you. 1. You should answer how, not what. 2. You should notice the keywords in the questions: presents, persuades, or describes. 3. You should use references or short quotations to support your observations. Preparation for this answer. To answer this question well, you need to know common linguistic and structural devices writers make use of. Read well. Let me show you 10 of these devices. Types of non-fiction writing. Non-fiction writing can be biography, autobiography, obituary, speech, articles, travel writing, diary, letter, review, or reference books. 2. Writer's perspective, which can be first person and third person. 3. Writer's purpose, why the writer is writing. 4. Audience, the group of people the writer wants to read his or her writing. 5. Tone and register, the voice of the writer, formal, informal, or semi-formal, and use of language accordingly. 6. Figures of speech, simile, metaphor, personification, etc. 7. Imagery, use of 5 senses. 8. Presentational devices, which can be title, heading, subheading, use of pictures, graphs, etc. 9. Choice of words or diction, for descriptive writing using adjectives, adverbs, for adventure writing using verbs, action verbs, using soothing adjectives, violent verbs, jargon, etc. 10. Use of details, facts, and figures. I'll make another video on these devices. Now let's move on. How to write the answer. Make an introductory response to the question using keyword or keywords. To answer the first question, you can start like this. To describe the unusual type of housing, the writer Adam Forrest makes effective use of certain linguistic and presentational devices. First, ... Every observation you make should be of the following structure: point plus evidence plus explanation of the impact. Let's see an example. The writer employs first person perspective I. This helps the readers trust his feelings and emotions as first-hand experiences. It gives the readers a sense of immediacy. How many points are required to score 10 on 10? I emailed to Claire Haviland, head of English at Edexcel. She replied, quote, "Mark schemes for 4EV1 are applied best fit. There are no fixed number of points required for particular questions. Best fit means you need to have enough points supported by evidence and explanation to meet the assessment objectives, which is you need to spot, exemplify, analyze the writer's use of linguistic and structural devices." Now, my tips for you: be confident, write answers, get them marked by a good teacher, follow his or her guidance. Best of luck. Share the video to help your friends.